What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's Saturday, December the 30th. We got 6 games on today's schedule. We're going to check these games out in just a bit. Briefly, I want to talk about yesterday. Went 2-1 on my picks. Those of you that saw my pinned comment and on my Twitter, had the Bucks, had the Thunder, and also had the Atlanta Hawks, guys. The Atlanta Hawks, officially, I'm putting them on the blacklist. This team, man, I just can't stand this team anymore. They got up 31-8 in the first quarter, and I was still anxious, kind of thinking like, oh my God, are they going to be able to hold on? And lo and behold, guys, they got ran in the second half, ruined a perfect night. The Atlanta Hawks on the blacklist, finished with them. For tonight, guys, like I said, we got 6 games, some pretty interesting matchups. Let's go talk about these games, see if we can find an edge, make some money today, guys. Let's go. In our first game, we got the Miami Heat and Utah taking on the Jazz. The Heat, 4 wins in their last 5 games. The team is uptrending, coming off a very impressive blowout win against the Golden State Warriors on the road. All of this damage, guys, that the Heat have been doing, they've been doing it without their best player, Jimmy Butler. He's been out for these last 5 games. He was scheduled to come back against Golden State. He got held out. He's been out with a calf injury. Listed as questionable again tonight. The chances are, I think, that he will play in tonight's ball game. Still, though, on the injury report. Miami, guys, their injury report is stacked. One of the teams that do like to fuck around a lot with the injury report. Always got to wait last minute to see who's going to be in and out with them. As we can see here, Jaime Jaquez, the rookie, very good rookie guy. I think he's going to be getting a lot of votes for Rookie of the Year this year. He's listed as questionable with an illness. Chances are, I think he's going to miss. He's been very important to their recent run. Jimmy Butler, questionable. Josh Richardson, Kyle Lowry, all questionable for tonight. The Utah Jazz, they've won 3 out of their last 5. All of those 3 wins coming on the road where they have been pretty poor so far this year. They're coming off a road trip. It's going to be their first game back. In their last game, 7-point loss to New Orleans. They were competitive, played pretty well again in that game. They're going to be home for 3 straight now. Where they are, they do have a winning record. They're 8-5 at home, are the Utah Jazz. Utah, guys, remember last year, first year in rebuilding, they had a really good season. They're starting to resemble the team of last year. Miami now, they have won 2 straight in Utah the last couple of years. They do play well in Utah, but I really like the way Utah has looked at home. They're tough, guys, and I like them here. I'm going to take a play here with Utah plus 1.5. I'm going to put 2 stars behind this play. Do got to wait, though, until the smoke clears with the injury report in Miami. I think Jimmy Butler is going to play. I think Jaime Jaquez is going to miss. I like the Jazz here at home, guys. They do well, especially against elite competition on their home floor. Let's take the Jazz here plus the points. In our next matchup, we got the Toronto Raptors and Detroit taking on the Pistons. Raptors, with just 1 win in their last 5 games. The team is on a downtrend. This is going to be a second night of a back for them. They were in Boston last night. Just a 2-point loss. We're very competitive. Tried to take advantage of the missing players for Boston. Jason Tatum was missing. Porzingis was out. They still could not get the job done. They were competitive, though. Just 2 points. The loss for the Raptors. Just 4-10 on the road for Toronto. They suck, guys. They suck on the road. And overall, a team that I don't think will be together for too much longer. I think they're going to shake things up pretty soon, possibly during the trade deadline. Just 4-10 on the road. No new injuries. They should be at full strength at least. Detroit, guys, the losing streak currently at 28. And if they lose tonight's game, they're going to set an NBA record for consecutive losses. They already set that record for consecutive losses in 1 season. But now, if they lose tonight's game, they're going to break. I think Philly had the record back in the early 2000s for consecutive losses. It went over 2 years. If Detroit loses tonight, guys, they're going to hold every single record for consecutive losses in the league. On the injury report, Beef Stew, Isaiah Stewart. I like that nickname, guys. Beef Stew. That's actually pretty funny. He's going to be out for tonight. The only player missing for Detroit. Detroit, guys, has been losing, but recently in their last 3 games, they have been competitive. Their last one against Boston, guys, they even got up by 20. It looks like they were going to pull off the upset, but they got ran at the end, ended up losing by 6. Detroit has been looking a lot better in the last few games. The spot, guys, tonight does look ideal for Detroit. Toronto's second night of back-to-back. Like I said, they do suck. If Detroit is going to avoid making history, it probably will be tonight against Toronto. I'm going to take him here. Plus the point, just 1 star, though. I'm in no rush to bet on this, guys. Even though I do think they do have a pretty good shot at covering the spread. Who knows? Maybe even avoiding making history. In our next game, we got the Knicks in Indiana taking on the Pacers. The Knicks, guys, just won 2 out of their last 5 games on the downtrend, coming off a loss last night in Orlando. This is going to be a second night of a back-to-back for the New York Knicks. Not really playing that well. Ever since Mitchell Robinson went down, guys, the team has not really been looking that great, especially on the defensive end. Is where it was pretty much their forte. We know Tom Thibodeau, he's a defensive-minded coach. The Knicks not really playing that well of late. The Pacers, guys, have won 2 straight and 3 out of their last 5. They have picked things up ever since their recent downtrend after the in-season tournament. They were struggling, but lately they have been picking it up, playing pretty well. Bruce Brown not playing. He's been out. Will not play again tonight. Isaiah Jackson listed as questionable. Now, guys, in this game, this obviously looks like an ideal spot for the Pacers. Run and gun basketball and catching the Knicks on the second night of a back-to-back with travel, 3.5 points. It looks like the obvious play here. The only thing that concerns me here, guys, is I know that everyone and their mom is going to be taking the Pacers tonight. I don't like it, guys, when things like this, when I see things like this. Of course, the Pacers do have everything stacked for them to win this ball game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do win and cover this spread. But I'm going to go contrarian, guys. I'm going to go contrarian. When I see everyone running in one direction, I like to go the other way. I'm going to take the New York Knicks here, plus 3.5. Just 1 star, though. I don't know if I'm going to be betting it. It does look scary, guys. But this is strictly a contrarian strategy bet. New York plus 3.5. In our next game, we got the Sixers in Chicago taking on the Bulls. The Sixers, guys, have won 4 out of their last 5 games and 2 out of their last 3. Without Joel Embiid, guys, they've gone 2-1. This is going to be the second game of a back-to-back for them, though they were in action last night in Houston. Nice 4-point win for the Sixers on the road. On the injury report, Nicholas Batum is expected to come back. That's some reinforcements for Philly. Pretty much at full strength, only Embiid out for Philly. The Bulls, guys, they've won 3 out of their last 5, but just 1 out of their last 3, and that 1 win came against the trashy-ass Atlanta Hawks, man. The only team they've beaten in their last 3, the other 2 have been blowout losses at home. Chicago looks like they're possibly on a decline once again. I know this is the second night of a back-to-back for Philly, but like I said, 4 wins in their last 5 games. We've got to keep riding that, guys. I'm going to take Philly here, plus the points, plus 2.5, just 1 star, though, behind this play. Chicago is unpredictable, of course, and Philly, second night of back-to-back. Can be dangerous, but the line is a little short, guys. Let's take a shot here, though, with Sixers. Don't know if they're going to make my final card, but I think they are the right side in this game. In our next game, we got the Lakers in Minnesota taking on the Timberwolves. The Lakers, guys, just 2 wins in their last 5 games, just 6-11 on the road, have been underperforming this year so far. This is going to be the first game of a back-to-back for them. They're going to be in action against New Orleans tomorrow. Then, after that, guys, they're going to be heading home for 5 straight. So, 2 games, guys, are going to have to give it their all on the road before heading home, or they are definitely more comfortable. The Timberwolves, guys, 3 wins in their last 5, still tops in the West at 23-7. Karl-Anthony Towns listed as questionable for tonight. He's been struggling with a sore knee, and it does look to be bothering him, guys. In the last game against Dallas, he put up just 10 points, didn't shoot very well, played 27 minutes. We do got to check his status. He is listed as questionable. Now, for tonight, guys, I am looking to take a play on the Lakers here, plus the points. I'm going to throw this up right here. I think they're going to go all out in these next 2 games. And since they know they're going to be home for a while, these are games that they really need to get. I think they're capable, guys. Remember, in their last one against the Thunder, they went and got a blowout win against the Thunder on the road. Not an easy thing to do. The Lakers are capable when they set their mind to it and they're determined. They can get the job done on the road. Minnesota has not looked that great as in their last 2. They did beat the Mavs. The Mavs were without Luka, extremely short-handed, only won that game by 8. And in the game before that, they got blasted by the Thunder. So we might see a possible downtrend here for the Timberwolves. Karl-Anthony Towns, like I said, also banged up. I'm going to take the Lakers here plus the points. And I'm going to throw 3 stars behind this play. Very possibly, guys, this is going to be my play of the day. Checking out the Lakers here plus the points. And in our last game of the night, we got the Mavs in Golden State taking on the Warriors. The Mavs, guys, just 2 wins in their last 5 games, coming off 2 straight losses to both Cleveland, a devastating home loss, guys, where they were up by 20 plus, got ran at the end, dropped that, and in their last one at Minnesota, an 8-point loss where they play without Luka Doncic. We know, guys, they are a completely different team without Luka. Yesterday, I mentioned how John Morant, how important he is to the Memphis Grizzlies, and I think Steph Curry, those 2. I forgot to mention Luka. He's also a player, guys, that if he's not on the team, guys, the team is a lot weaker. Tonight, he's listed as questionable. He's been hampered with this quad injury. Don't know if he's going to be in or out. He is listed as questionable. The line, though, does kind of indicate that he probably will give it a go and play tonight. Kyrie Irving is listed as doubtful. This is the first time that we've seen him listed as doubtful for a while, which means he is getting closer, but not expected to play tonight. Now, guys, in this game, it is tough to handicap without knowing Luka's status, even though I am guessing he's going to play. And betting on the Warriors, guys, is always tough, especially for me. This is a team that I can't really get a firm handle on, be able to handicap that well. Like I said, they came off a big loss to Miami at home. Anything can happen here, guys. I'm going to take a shot here with Dallas plus the points, but I can guarantee you I will not be betting on this game. It can go either way. The worst game out of the 6 tonight for me to handicap, but let's take Dallas here plus the points just for the video's sake. And that's going to be it for me today, guys. 6 games. We broke each one of them down. Did analysis, got our picks, and we are ready to go. Now, out of these 5 games, guys, there are 2 games that I'm really looking at. It's going to be with Utah. I'm looking at Utah possible play on the Jazz at home, and I'm also looking at the Lakers. The Lakers will most possibly be my best bet of the day. I really like the spot for them tonight. I think they're going to go all out tonight. They might give up to tomorrow's game against the Pelicans before they head back home. I think the Lakers are going to start racking up some wins going forward. I said the Timberwolves, guys, the last 2 games, they have looked a little shaky. So I am looking at the Lakers for my best bet of the day, but stay tuned, guys. I will make it official about an hour before tip-off down as a pinned comment. Also on my Twitter, at Pick'emNBABets, if you guys want to give me a follow there. And on that note, I'm going to wrap up the video right here. I'm going to wish you all good luck on your plays. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you again tomorrow, guys. Later.